That's right.
Let's we do it quarterly, or we did it for that works.
That's right. We do that now during the meeting instead of before.
I'm glad it wasn't our special audit.
I was getting this.
With some such
Oh, there it is, right there. My question is asked.
24, it was a big number.
Answered.
Yeah,
Yes,
so we have to approve the prior minutes on this one.
yes. Yeah, she just forgot to give it to, forgot to submit it.
Or the members, y'all have to approve
We are all members of this.
now,
Yeah.
but prior we weren't.
Oh, that's right, that's right. So
So
it's
really,
gonna have to
y'all need to
be,
be the ones to approve it.
yeah, well,
I don't-
that's a good question for our lawyer.
Well, I mean, we have, yeah,
Yeah,
well, but
yep. Well, no, we can approve the
Yeah,
prior
we can
ones.
approve it,
Yes,
yeah.
we can approve the prior, yes, yes,
okay,
yes.
yes.
As new members, we can approve the prior, yeah.
Okay.
I know, it's like,
But
wait a
it's
minute, wait a
easier
minute.
to let you guys that actually did it, because you remember better
Oh,
what you did than
yeah.
what.
Yeah, right, December. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so that's exactly.
That one yesterday. Perfect. He's got a what? Yeah. Little thingy. I had to get the old close pick there. I mean,
Good morning. It's 9 o'clock. We'll call this meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Hub, would you lead us?
you all join me in saying the pledge? I pledge allegiance
Would you join me as we go to the Lord? Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings that you've given us. Lord, we know that you see that our land is parched. We ask for the blessing of moisture to this great state, to this great area. We need it, Lord. We need it to keep our land, our livestock, our crops going. Heavenly Father, we just ask blessings on the nation of Israel. Keep them safe, Lord. You know that this battle is yours and your people. Lord, we ask that you keep our lawmakers safe, as we have witnessed those that are against our lawmakers in our capital, in Santa Fe. Keep them safe as they go about our business in Santa Fe. Get them home safe Saturday. Lord, we ask that we have open ears to hear and an open heart to listen and to do the work of the citizens of Chaves County. Keep our law enforcement safe as they go about their business, keeping us safe. And to God be the glory. Amen.
Cindy, do we have a quorum?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Yes, you do.
Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda, today's agenda.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Perry and second,
I'd also like to make a motion to approve the IHC meeting minutes from December 19th, 2024.
well, let's approve the
not yet.
motion
Oh, I'm
on the
sorry.
agenda first.
Yeah.
All those in favor
Slow
of
down,
approving the agenda? Say, aye.
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 Okay, now on the approval of minutes.
All right, I'd also like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the IHC meeting minutes from December 19th, 2024.
I think we're just on regular meeting minutes, not IHC minutes.
Any discussion?
We're just on regular meeting.
You want to do the regular meeting first and
Yeah.
then the IHC minutes in a second? Or, there's
There's confusion.
there's a motion on the floor. I guess we could go ahead and vote on the IHC, then come back to the regular minutes. Is that correct, Stan? You could. Does it matter?
Okay,
I think we have to
We're
do
we're
them
out of order?
separate.
Okay.
Yeah. Minutes you have to do separate. Yeah, you can't combine those.
Does the order matter so much?
No.
Okay, all right. So it's the IHC minutes then.
okay. We have a motion to approve the minutes of the IHC meeting. All in favor?
Did you get a
Aye.
second on that?
Yeah, he did.
You seconded?
No,
No. No?
because I wasn't here.
Oh, okay. Commissioner Perry was here and I was here for the IHC, so I will second. Commissioner Perry, you
Okay.
made the motion, I will second.
Now, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Okay.
now approval of the other minute, the regular meeting.
I would like to make a motion for the approval of minutes for today's meeting, February 20th, 2025.
Second.
Last month's meeting?
We have a second?
February 20th, 2025. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, February 20th,
February
2025? Okay, you seconded it?
Seconded it, yep.
Do we know what we're doing?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now it's presentation.
Proclamation.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, it's an honor this morning to read a couple of proclamations. We'll do one now, and we'll do one a little bit later, but the first one is for Jimmy Hickman Day. Whereas Jim Hickman has been employed with Chaves County for 29 years, and whereas through the years, Jim has completed hundreds of projects in Chaves County, filling the role of road construction supervisor for 18 years, and whereas during Mr. Hickman's tenure, Chaves County was able to complete numerous road construction projects and initiatives, including the Chaves County Fitness Trail, and whereas during his employment, Jim has been instrumental in shaping the county's future and making Chaves County the best county in New Mexico, and whereas his proficiency and knowledge in heavy equipment operation was shared with other operators to further develop their skills, and whereas the Chaves County Board of Commissioners appreciates and commends Mr. Hickman for his hard work and dedication in serving the citizens of Chaves County for these many years. Now therefore, the Chaves County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim March 20th, 2025, Jimmy Hickman Day in Chaves County, and further proclaims Mr. Hickman can finally quit pushing dirt with the big machinery and go on to his next exciting career as a miniature excavator operator. Done this 20th day of March 2025 by the Board of Chaves County Commissioners. And I do want to comment, I'm not sure if the excavator is miniature or Jim is going to be miniature, but either way, he's going to switch. Come on up, Jim, and get your...
Good job, man.
Like to present this to you?
Did you say cheese?
Just go on, one more.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we also have a retirement plaque for Mr. Hickman, so if you'd like to give him an opportunity to get a photo with that, too.
It's a hardware here.
All right, here we go.
Teach me how to do that tractor. I get so frustrated on that thing. Brian says, I'll tell you like Randy told me, dear, it just takes time. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting frustrated.
I'm sure the entire county will miss Jim. And
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I think we have a few people to speak to you this morning.
okay,
Want to start with, we're doing a proclamation a little bit later on broadband, support of broadband deployment in Chaves County, and we have a representative here this morning who comes about once a year and updates us on the things that they're doing within our community, and that's Mitch Hibbard from Penasco Valley Telecommunications, I believe it is, PVT. So anyway, if it's all right.
Mitch, would you like?
Good morning. Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Commission. My name is Mitch Hibbard. I'm with Penasco Valley Telephone Cooperative. I serve as their Chief Operating Officer, and we are a cooperative that started in 1949. We're still a cooperative. We're still member-owned. We are governed by a board of members that are elected by our membership, and we serve about 5,000 square miles of rural New Mexico. The co-op started when no one else would serve that with telephone. Of course, now that's all kind of transitioned into broadband. We serve about 1,500 square miles in Chaves County. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Commissioner Wade, because you're my commissioner. And I live down in the Boot Hill. But as much as it's an honor to be here, it's an honor to meet my county blade man. That guy's an artist back there in the back. So I live on Russell Gap Road, so he does a great job. One of the things we're trying to do is convert all of our members and the communities that are adjacent to from a copper-based plant to a fiber-based plant. And the reason we're going with fiber is because it is the most future-proof. The technology that we're using is XGS-PON, and it'll do about 100 times faster than what Starlink will do right now. So it kind of future-proofs ourselves. So we're looking at the next 30 years. There's also some wireless options that are out there. But there really is no such thing as wireless. There's just less wired. It's eventually got to hit a piece of fiber. So when we get the fiber in the ground, it makes things site ready for any kind of development. It also provides for telemedicine. It also provides for remote learning and remote work. I'm a rancher, but I'm diversified by working for the phone company for 27 years. So most of us have to work. And we got to do something else besides ranch. And with the remote working option now that COVID brought on, that is, but it's only as good as your connection. So we are currently building in the Lake Arthur area. We're building on Highway 13 and all through the Boot Hill. There is some federal funding called the BEAD Act, and it may change slightly, but right now it remains the same, and the applications are due Monday. And it is $675 million that's coming to the state of New Mexico, and we want to get our share in southeast New Mexico and not have it go to the Rio Grande corridor. We're planning a 100% fiber build. We're looking at a very large area, not just our co-op to kind of finish it off with the fiber, but also some adjacent communities that are underserved. And this is kind of the REA Act for broadband. Much like the REA Act brought power to these remote folks, including the house that I live in, it was future-proof. The same conductors and the same poles are still going to my house from that time. And going from one outlet per room to a 200 amp service now, that was future-proof. I'm sure there was some critic somewhere that sat and said, let's just give them a generator. I can't imagine how many generators we would have gone through. So I would recommend that you support any efforts in the county to expand broadband, but especially fiber, because it's low maintenance. We did a project where we turned up the town of Lincoln last January. They said it was the most exciting thing since Billy the Kid was there. But we've not had a trouble call yet. And so fiber provides the reliability. It's also the only technology that'll increase your property values by up to 7%, just if you're fiber connected. So I would ask you that you sign the resolution. That is part of our application to expand broadband, but glad to take any questions.
Commissioners, do you have any questions for Mr. Everett?
I'm just kind of curious, when you, working with the individuals, whether it's a farmer or rancher or a homeowner that has a piece of property right where this is going through, how are you treating the easements on this type of stuff?
How are we treating?
How are you treating the easements? Are you,
That's a great question. One of the things that we're trying to do is, one, there's a deadline on all of this. So we are trying to utilize the existing power poles. We're traditionally buried plant, but because of the time frame and also because of the ground disturbance, we have moved over to more of an aerial application. It gets the cost down, and it also is less it's less ground disruptions and things like that. We have had to buy a whole lot of new poles in the make-ready process, but we are trying to stick to those power pole lines and just go aerial, so there's no more ground disturbance. And we do visit with the landowners, and we try to use existing easements. We don't want to be intrusive. We want this to work, and we want to serve them. And to be honest, most of them are very glad we're there, and just because of the benefits that it brings.
well, I know a lot of them, and I'm kind of speaking maybe a little gibberish, but I know a lot of the individuals, the ranchers, farmers, whatever, yeah, they're glad that this is gonna be coming in, but everybody's out to make a buck now. So that's why I was asking you on the
Right.
point of the easements as to how this has been treated. So,
Yeah, there's been,
I mean, if we're gonna be a cooperative, cooperatives, the individual pays in, is there gonna be a patron type deal on down the line where the individual that you're crossing over, is he getting some of his money back so many years down the line, or how is this actually working?
well, because we're a cooperative, the profits, if there are profits, and we haven't retired any capital credits since, I think, 2008, just because of the nature of the business. Everything's gone back in to try to upgrade to get, there's been a dynamic shift in being a voice line, landline phone provider to broadband. So, but if there is profits, that is returned in capital credits patronage to the co-op member. We currently do pay it as a death benefit, but that's the benefit of being a cooperative. Everyone's all in.
Okay, thanks.
You bet.
So to piggyback on his question, are you using the existing right-of-ways? Are you putting on existing power poles, or are you bringing in your whole new set of power poles?
That's kind of-
No, we're putting it on existing power poles.
Thank you, Mr. Everett.
So are you working with like CVE or
Yes.
some of these other?
Yeah, we have a joint use agreement with Excel, with Otero Electric, and with Central Valley Electric. And yes, and so there is a pole analysis done on each pole that we attach to, and then there is a make-ready cost. And so we actually have invested a couple $1 million of our funding in new power poles. So we
So
work.
that doesn't come at a cost to the electric cooperative, or?
No, that is
So that's
actually.
coming out of your pocket?
That comes out of our pocket.
So-
We actually had to approach the state. They did, because we were gonna have to de-scope a lot of these projects. Flying H was one of them, that we were gonna have to de-scope. We just couldn't do Flying H, just because the number of poles that were gonna need to be replaced. And the state stepped up. They took some of their broadband funding and made a special projects category, of which PVT received $3.22 million. That directly is going to Otero Electric, the bulk of it, and some to CVE. And they do the make-ready. They supervise all of that. That is on them, because we're not a power provider. We don't know about those things. And then they send us a bill, and we pay the bill.
So what is the liability if, say, the poles are bad in a certain area, and we get a high windstorm or a tornado or you name it, and that breaks the fiber optic line, what,
Right, so these
who
are,
is responsible for that?
for the fiber line, the fiber line is
No,
completely.
but I mean, if you're gonna piggyback on top of the poles, if it's the pole's fault, who is liable for?
I don't know, the joint,
I mean, as long as you're not, if you're working with the power company, I know the fiber optic line, it gets kind of rather expensive to put back,
right,
but the optic line would be your responsibility and not the,
oh, correct.
not the electric co-op's
Yep.
responsibility.
Yeah,
Even if the pole was the electric co-op's
Correct.
pole.
And that does happen. I mean, there's a lot of copper facilities right now on
As
poles.
long as you're not trying to sue,
And-
everybody's not trying to fight at each other, blaming the pole as their fault, and
No.
the electric company needs to, okay.
That's spelled out in our joint use agreement that we have them, and then we actually pay pole rental each year to use those poles. It's a revenue generator
Okay, it's,
for
okay, I
the
see what
co-ops.
I see where you're going.
And so
now.
that's all spelled out. I don't know, I think it's about 30 pages long, that joint use agreement, but I'd sure be glad to send you a copy if you want to see it.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
I'm good.
Any others? Thank you, Mr. Everett.
All right, thank you.
Presentation from the Extension Co-op.
Oh, look, I had more than I thought this morning. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Tamara Schubert, Cooperative Extension. I feel like we always say that we're busy when we get up here, but we are busy. We are starting to wrap up our kitchen creations for this year, and it looks like due to funding at the state level, we'll be able to offer that in 2026 again, but not until then. We do have our sourdough training that is going to be hosted by the Extension Clubs on April the 3rd. And if anybody is interested in what those clubs do and how they can be a part of that, they're having an open house spring social on Saturday, April the 26th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to let the other two fill in on their departments.
So, over in Clovis, we're going to be hosting a technical large animal emergency rescue. So over the last few years, we've seen a lot more emergencies pop up. And so this is geared more towards livestock-related emergencies, pot rollovers, fire-related, things of that nature. And so it's going to be a 3-day event over there in Clovis. If you are interested, I can text it or email it to you. But I did also post the flyer to my Facebook page, the Chaves County Extension Ag page, where there's a QR code that you can register for the course. And so it'll be an awesome event that everybody can go to. And then on top of it, Master Gardeners are in full swing. Our new interns are about done with their course. But if you are interested in Master Gardeners, please don't hesitate to join us every second Wednesday at the Extension office at 5:30. And then gardening at the library, third Saturday of the month, where we go over various gardening topics. And then that is, I think I had a few other things. I was happy to see that your issue is coming. That would have been the last person I would have thought would be the one to help us, so I apologize that I wasn't able to help you, but I'm glad it's getting fixed.
Yeah, we're working on it.
So glad it's going through.
Are you guys still doing the shooting sports stuff?
Yes, and Katie will have an update on that as well, but yeah, shooting sports in full swing.
Good morning, Commissioners. Katie Wright, Chaves County Extension. I am our 4-H agent. We are in shooting sports full swing. Oh my goodness. We've got about a third of our senior contests done, working on that last stint of senior contests, and then on for our littles and novices and juniors. We have 3 full archery teams going to state, so that's very exciting. We are towards the end of our enrollment period, so March 31st is our enrollment deadline, so I encourage anybody 5 to 18 enroll, get involved, get plugged in. Otherwise, we are still doing 4-H Day at the library here in Roswell and in Hagerman. We had an absolutely wonderful turnout this last visit here in Roswell, doing beekeeping and candle making. So that was wonderful. We had a room of about 25 people. So
So if you've got any questions, we're happy to answer anything.
I was just kind of curious how, if you're doing some of those skeet shootings, is some of that wind dated, or how does that work with the wind lately?
So, extreme. No, we've been canceling due to winds just for safety reasons, but really it hasn't impacted our teams too terrible much. They have a pretty set schedule and leave lots of wiggle room to get their qualifiers in.
Good deal, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. The chamber, Andrea?
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners, and thank you for having me. So we are in the middle of, well, towards the end of getting our Rise with Roswell event taken care of. That will happen a week from today, March 27th. Doors open at 6 a.m., and our guest speaker is Michelle Miller, the Farm Babe. And we are so excited to have her. We are already at 200 plus confirmed RSVPs for the event, and hopefully we get a few more because we do have a week left. Selling tickets at $40 a piece, and there's just a couple of spots left for sponsorships. And so far this year, for our event sponsors, of course, Dairy Producers of New Mexico has always been faithful and helpful in getting Rise with Roswell taken care of. The Crumlin Auto Group, XL Energy, Golden Corral, they are providing breakfast for us again this year. First American Bank, Eastern New Mexico Medical Center, Chaves County Farm Livestock Bureau, John Jackson, and Pioneer Bank have all stepped up to help us be event sponsors this year. And then our table sponsors so far are Wade Irrigation, Loveless Regional Hospital, Richland Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Larry Marshall, ENMUR, Tabosa, the Roswell Livestock Auction, Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, and Pecos Valley Productions. And they have been faithful. All of our sponsors have been faithful sponsors year after year, so we really appreciate each and every one of them stepping up. And it seems like every morning when I crack open my emails, I have a handful more of individual RSVPs. Hey, we're coming, we're coming. So we'll see where we end up as far as numbers. But as of yesterday morning, we were almost exactly 200. I think it was like 202 RSVPs for our Rise with Roswell event. In this last month, we partnered with Main Street Roswell, and we hosted an informational meeting for our Main Street businesses. Well, and it wasn't just for Main Street. It was for anybody really in Roswell and in Chaves County that wanted to know what to expect with the air races that are coming in. And we had Both Tony and Fred come in and explain what has happened in Reno, what worked for them, what they anticipate will work for us, and kind of where some of the pitfalls or the shortcomings are, and how we, as not only Roswell, but southeastern New Mexico, can help overcome those objections. And the two things I got out of it was anybody that has some land that wants to be able to provide dry camping spots, that very comfortably you would be able to rent your dry camping spots for $500 for the week. If you have a half an acre, how many RVs can you sit up there and still pay somebody to come pick up trash? Because as we all know, it's been windy out there, and on a good day, there's always going to be something to pick up. And the second thing I took away was, if you're over the age of 18, go out and become an Uber or a Lyft driver, because there's just no way we're going to have enough rental cars in this area. Because if we did have enough rental vehicles, then what do we do the other 50 weeks of the year? It's too much. So if you want to be able to make a little bit of extra income shuttling people from point A to point B, go become a Lyft and an Uber driver, because that will be very helpful. Any organizations that are looking to help fundraise, that need fundraising capabilities, like the Boy Scouts, Assist Teens, the 4-H kids, things like that, they can get with the Reno Air, or the Air Race Association, and they can help pass out water. They can do brochures. There's all kinds of opportunities for any organization, whether it's a youth organization or otherwise, to be able to fundraise. If they want a booth to be able to sell their wares, or just to be able to promote themselves, there are those booths still available as well. And I have all of the contact information for anybody that would like to know who to contact, so they can be a part of the air races, because we are all anticipating that it's going to be a huge event, both for the qualifying in May, and then for the races themselves and the air show in September. This last week, I just sat down with Rhonda Gilliam Smith at West, and we are going to do a lunch and learn with all of the new things that are starting to happen up on the federal level with SBA, and with Kelly Loeffler, who is the new secretary director up there. We want to push out information on exactly who is SBA, what do they do, and how can they help our area, because Kelly is really huge into rural communities, women-owned businesses, and manufacturing. Well, Chaves County has all three of those in spades. So Rhonda is actually going to be reaching out to the SBA as well as myself, and we're going to be getting some letters together. Maybe we can get Kelly down here and actually speak. If nothing else, we're going to ask if she could do some kind of prepared remarks via video to explain exactly what SBA does, because they do so much more than just loans and grants, and we want to make sure everybody knows what's going on. Our weekly email that goes out specifically to our members is growing by spades. We have over 1,000 unique emails that we send out every morning, every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Many of our members have opted to only have the email go to one place, and then they forward it throughout their organizations. And that is the place where we get to highlight our members and show off what everybody's doing, if there's a special deal that they've got going on, or they just want to highlight something. And that is a member-specific benefit that we do. I took a class on how to get our analytics up on our social media, and in the last 3 weeks, I've noticed our analytics have jumped considerably. All of our posts, whether they are just the organic posts that we have every day, or the boosted post, for example, that I have going out right now with Rise with Roswell, I'm starting to see 1,500 to 2,000 people that are starting to engage in our posts. So something is definitely changing over at the chamber. And because we are now in our last few days at session up in Santa Fe, This last 2.5 weeks, we've been really busy helping to push out information and calls to action on different bills that are coming through that my board has said that we can go ahead and jump on, or what other chambers across the state are doing. So we've been sending out a lot of calls to action, call your legislators to vote no or vote yes, or even just informational, hey, did you know that this is coming through? Here's who you can contact. And through that, I found out that we've got just shy of 500 members, paying members, from our $2,500 level down to our $300 level. The bulk of our membership is our $300 a year memberships, of which are most of our small businesses, as I would have guessed and anticipated. And we represent over 10,000 employees in Roswell and Chaves County. And that has been real helpful when I have had to make phone calls and emails up to Santa Fe to our elected officials and say, hey, this is the power of the Roswell Chamber, and this is why I'm calling, instead of having you be flooded with 10,000 additional emails and phone calls. And with that, I stand for any questions.
I understand the Rise with Roswell is a lot of work. A lot
Yes.
of coordination for you, so I really appreciate you coordinating all that, because I can only imagine it'd be like putting on a wedding times 3 probably.
Yes.
When you say you have 202 people that are RSVP'd, is that about normal?
That is about normal. Last year, we had about 220-ish, so we're right on par for the same amount. And I haven't looked at the years prior, but I want to say that that's been about 200 to 250 people. I would like to see us outgrow the Hobson Building, as spoiled as I have become being in the Hobson Building, because it's got all of the wonderful heat and all of those things. It would be nice for us to grow, and hopefully next year maybe we can be at 275, and then we have to go across the path and maybe be at the Arts and Crafts Building again, like we had been, 10, 15 years ago.
Well, thank you for your efforts in making it grow. Appreciate it.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we have a proclamation for Rise with Roswell Agricultural Appreciation Day, which will be March 27, 2025. I'm going to go ahead and read that now. Whereas agriculture is a leading industry in Chaves County, and whereas for the past 10 years, Chaves County has been the top producing agricultural county in the state of New Mexico, and whereas Chaves County farmers, ranchers, and dairy producers are among the hardest working and most productive in the United States, and whereas the economic impact derived from the agriculture industry is vital to all citizens of Chaves County, and whereas the Chaves County Board of Commissioners recognizes and appreciates the efforts of all farmers, ranchers, and dairy producers, as well as their families and employees, for the financial strength and stability they bring to our local economy. Now, therefore, the Chaves County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaims March 27, 2025 as Agriculture Appreciation Day in Chaves County, done this 20th day of March 2025 by the Board of Chaves County Commissioners.
Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you next week.
Lots of coffee.
Yes, oh, we have lots of coffee.
I'm gonna be there that early. Lots of coffee.
Well, we will definitely miss you. We'll see you next year. Absolutely, I'm doing my very best. There's 2 of us in the office, so
You're doing good.
we rely on the kindness of others.
And Mr. Chairman, we will also present that at the Rise with Roswell breakfast for the entire agricultural community to be a part of as well on next Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you. Move on to our agenda. Our first item is a public hearing item.
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners. Before you on agenda item number 1 is case Z 2025-02. It's a special use permit for a wireless telecommunications facility. The agent will have to call in. That's why we have the phone up next to Commissioner Hubbs. But let me explain real quick in my staff report. This is a wireless telecommunications facility per Article 14 of the Chavez County Zoning Ordinance Number 7, Revision 12. The applicant and the agent wish to construct a new cell tower approximately 32 miles east of Roswell on US 70. The area is Zone B Ag Residential. The proposed site would be located on the easternmost site of the 31.5 acre parcel of land and would access directly onto US 70. There are 3 homes in the area, 2 of which are in the nearby Elkins subdivision, one of them being Mr. Dickey's home, which is the closest to the new cell tower at approximately 90 feet. The applicant and agent have complied with all the requirements set forth in Article 14 and has received an access permit from New Mexico DOT office. Staff has received some inquiries about the project from neighbors, but no protests. On January 7th, the Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval of this case by a vote of 5-0 based on findings of facts as stated in staff's report. Staff recommends approval. I will now.
This is a public hearing item. Do we have anyone that would like to speak in favor of it?
It's going to take him just a second to phone them. Don't dial 1. Don't dial 1. Don't dial 1. Okay. Is he online by chance? Nope. Suggest move on.
Here, let me get you into it.
This is David.
David, it's Luis Jaramillo, Planning and Zoning Director. You are now in the public hearing. You are at the public hearing now.
Awesome.
Please
Yeah,
introduce
so-
yourself and who you represent.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll keep it short and sweet on my end. Thanks for everybody for their time this morning. My name is David Kluchnik with Pinnacle Consulting. I am here on behalf of Sun State Towers, who Pinnacle Consulting and Sun State Towers are one. We will be
Can
the
you give us-
facility owner.
Sir, can you give us
And,
your address, please?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Can you give us your address, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Pinnacle Consulting is located at 1426 North Marvin Street in Gilbert, Arizona, 85233.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, Absolutely. So on behalf of, as I said, Sunset Towers Pinnacle Consulting, Verizon Wireless will be the anchor tenant on the facility. This is a proposal for a new 195-foot self-support lattice facility with a fenced-in compound 50 by 50, located in Chavez County, New Mexico, on a parcel zoned A agriculture. Verizon has identified the need for dependable wireless service to support the traffic along the I-17 for all emergency services and the surrounding area. Of course, this wireless communication facility has and will continue to abide by the Chavez County ordinance.
Any questions from?
I was just curious, on your electric grid, you're going in, you're coming in off of an existing line. Does the existing line run down the edge of the right-of-way, or?
Are you referencing accessing the facility or utilities?
Utilities.
Yes, so yeah, utilities are going to be coming from the I-70 and then running directly up to the facility, where we will have the power, and then there will be a microwave to portray the fiber connection. And then we will be working with NMDOT for an access permit directly off the highway.
Okay, and it's really hard for me to see the diagram here. What is the actual easement for the right-of-way?
So in terms of the facilities, or once again, the power?
For the right-of-way easement off of the highway.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
For maintaining the power, for maintaining the tower. What is that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Easement?
There is a 15-foot access utility easement.
Is that gonna be bladed, or?
So it would be with an asphalt driveway directly from the I-70 into the facility itself on the parcel.
Okay. On the utility side, how many feet is that from the existing power pole?
It is, yeah, let me look at it. It is approximately 200 feet. From the facility to where we will be pulling power directly from the utilities.
So are you adding an extra couple poles, or?
Nope, we will pull it directly from the poles and then directly to the facility underground.
Okay, perfect. The pad location that the tower is sitting on, is it gonna be as well and surrounded with asphalt, or just gravel?
Yeah, it will be the gravel pad on the inside. There will be a concrete pad where the lattice is right for the foundation and the concrete, and the remaining portion, which we are, having the 50 by 50 lease space for future co-locations of our additional carriers, that will be, gravel or standing with the current shrubbery and landscape in the area. So not going to asphalt the whole thing, but we will, when additional carriers come on, they will be going onto a concrete pad as well.
Right. Okay. So do you anticipate how many additional carriers on there?
We're building for at least 3 additional carriers. So right off the bat, we would assume T-Mobile and AT&T usually get on within years 3 and 5, and then leaving it open for any sort of future co-location for anybody else as well.
Okay. As a public hearing, anyone else that would like to speak for this? Anyone else that'd like to speak for it?
I think I have one more. There is gonna be, is there big guide wires on this thing, or?
No, sir. No. So it is a self-support lattice design. So no guide wires directly to the ground, just the self-support lattice all the way up to the top of the 195.
And there will be beacons at the top, right?
So there wouldn't be, based on the fact that at 199 and above would require the artificial lighting for the airspace. So we're going to stay under that mark just for FAA purposes of no lighting.
Okay. Is there anyone that would like to speak against this? Do we have anyone that would like to speak against it? Do we have anyone online? Okay. That ends the public hearing. Now we entertain a motion.
I move we approve, special use permit for wire telecommunication facility.
And that needs to include the conditions and findings of fact in the motion.
With
Yeah, findings of fact. I don't think there are.
the finding.
Can you make the motion with that it includes the findings of fact?
Just add that to your motion.
Oh, we're talking ordinance 07 revision number 12, is that what we're talking about?
No. Special use permit for a wireless telecommunication facility. The motion was to approve that special use permit for a wireless telecommunication facility. However, it has to include in the motion the findings of fact.
Yeah, including the findings.
Yeah.
Including, do you want to add that into your motion, Commissioner Corn?
Including findings and facts 1 through 4.
I guess I'm not seeing where we're at here.
So it's going to be, wait, let's,
There it is.
yeah, and to include facts 1 through 4, findings and facts 1 through 4.
I move that we approve special use permit for wire telecommunication facility, case Z2025-02, to also include findings of facts 1 through 4.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Corn, second by Commissioner Perry. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, signal by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and County Commissioners. Before
Thank you.
I begin,
Hold on.
Thank you guys for your time. Hope you have a great rest of your week.
All right, very good, thanks.
Thank you.
good morning, Mr. Chairman and County Commissioners. Sorry. Before I begin, I just want to give each department a shout out for completing their fiscal year 25 fiscal inventory check. I know this isn't a task that they enjoy doing, but they always do such a great job at it. Agenda item number 2 is resolution R-25-010, which is a deletion of property and proposed disposition. Approval of this resolution will allow staff to auction, delete, obsolete, or donate items listed on Exhibit A. Staff recommends approval.
Do we have a motion?
Chairman, I would like to make a motion to approve Resolution R-25-010. the deletion of property.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Wade. Any further discussion? All in favor, signal by saying aye.
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 Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. I bring to you agenda item number 3, which is Resolution R-25-011. That is the reporting of the 2025 Chaves County Certified Road Mileage to the New Mexico Department of Transportation. This request is for the approval of Resolution R-25-011, reporting the 2025 Chaves County Certified Road Mileage to the NMDOT as acquired by Section 66-6-23 NMSA. Chaves County is required to report annually a total number of certified miles to the Secretary of the Highway of Transportation. This report is for the purpose of funding to the counties for road maintenance purposes. The reported mileage for 2025 is 1,404.888 miles. Staff recommends approval.
I move we approve Resolution R-25-011, reporting the 2025 Chaves County Certified Road Mileage to the DOT.
A second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Wade, second by Commissioner Perry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 4 is Resolution R-25012, supporting broadband deployment initiatives. Resolution R-25012 shows Chaves County's support for broadband initiatives throughout our county. The support from local governments is beneficial to those entities who are seeking grants to provide broadband service within our areas. Staff would recommend approval of Resolution R-25012, and I stand for questions.
We have a motion.
I move we approve Resolution R-25-012, supporting broadband development.
I second.
Motion by Commissioner Corn, second by Commissioner Perry. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 5 is Resolution R-25013. We are requesting approval for claims, payment of claims. Exhibit A, American Medical Response for $3,466.76. Exhibit B, La Casa de Buena Salud for $32,975.15. The total amount of claims was $36,441.91 for a total of 192 claims. Staff recommends approval.
I had one question, and it's not a big question. On your cases here, 316, most of these payments go in and out and all done within a month. On 316 here, we have one that was it was about a 4-month span there. Why was it not, do you know why it was not turned in a little bit sooner, or why?
Are you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Corn, are you looking at American Medical Response or La Casa?
Exhibit B, La Casa.
Exhibit B. They have 90 days from the date of service. And I believe all of them were received within 90 days.
Well, we have 9/11 9/11 and it was paid on 1/2 of 25, 9/11/24. I was just kind of questioning that one right there. It's the only one in the deal that's about 4 months away.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Corn, it was received a few days after, looks like. Usually they're pretty good about submitting within the 90 days. That probably was just missed by staff.
Is that something they submitted in 90 days, and then sometimes you have a 30-day turnaround to pay them, or do you pay them pretty quick after they turn it around, after they put it in?
We only meet quarterly, so they're paid after the commission meeting.
Yes, we do receive the claims, but since we only get approval, these haven't actually been paid. This is the reason for the resolution, is to ask for your approval to go ahead and pay them. And so after the 90 days, they collect those claims within those 90 days. Then Jeff prepares this resolution for you to approve. Once approved, then those payments go ahead and go out.
Okay.
So sometimes they'll seem like they're lagging, and in his staff
Well, I
summary,
just-
yeah, he does mention there are some that go over the 90 days, but he cannot pay them until he gets formal approval from commission on that.
Okay, that's fine. I was just questioning that one.
Great question. Thank you.
One little deal there. Anyway, perfect.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion?
I move we approve resolution R-25-013, approval of healthcare claims.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Corn, second by Commissioner Wade. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 6 is Resolution R-25-014, which is a budget adjustment resolution for fiscal year 2025. We're requesting a budget adjustment for the line items that are outlined in Exhibit A. With these adjustments, we'll be expending the full LATCF grant funds accordingly and reclassifying the capital construction project costs to an internal fund to ensure proper accounting alignment. Staff recommends approval.
Do you have a motion?
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution R-25-014 on the budget adjustment FY 2024-2025.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Wade. Any further discussion? All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 7 is the request to approve a notice of rejection of bid for ITB 2502 rebid for the GBOM Roswell Marketplace identified as Cultural Plaza. In response to the rebid of the ITB for the Roswell Marketplace Walk identified as Cultural Plaza, which was due on March 11th, 2025, Chaves County received one bid. The bid results from SDV Construction of Albuquerque, New Mexico are as follows. The base bid was $2,576,577 without GRT. Alternate 1 of the bid was $34,614 without GRT. Alternate 2, $3,279 without GRT. And alternate 3, $81,815 without GRT. Pursuant to Section 13-1-105 of NMSA 1978, Chaves County is prohibited from negotiating the bid price with the lowest bidder if the bid is 10% over budgeted projected funds. Staff recommends approval of notice of rejection.
I move we approve notice of rejection for ITB-25-02 for rebid.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Corn, second by Commissioner Perry. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 8 is the request to approve an award recommendation to both Bell Gas Incorporated for bulk fuel and Pico Propane for propane services per ITB 2504 bulk fuel and propane. Travis County received a total of 4 bids in response to ITB 2504. The results are as shown in the bid tabulation sheet that was within your packet. Bids were responsive and reviewed for compliance by staff. Staff is recommending approval of award to Bell Gas for the fuel services and to Pico Propane for the propane services. This award will constitute a price agreement that will allow staff to purchase against, and the term of this contract is set for 1 year beginning May 1st, 2025, with the option to auto-renew for 3 additional years, but not to exceed the expiration date of April 30th, 2029. Staff recommends approval.
I move we approve ITB 25-04 for award to Bell Gas for bulk fuel and Pico Propane for propane services.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Wade and second by Commissioner Corn. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes.
Thank you. Agenda item number 9 is the request to approve award recommendation for RFP 2502 DWI program services to Serenity Counseling, the Roswell Refuge, DWI Prevention, Diane Taylor, and Wings for Life. Chaves County issued a request for proposal on January 19th, 2025. Chaves County received a total of 4 responsive proposals on February 18th, 2025. They were eligible for evaluator review. After evaluation, the committee has recommended an award to all 4 offerers, as each proposal submitted responded to a different component requirement of the RFP. These programs are funded by the local DWI distribution grant, and upon approval of recommendation, contract negotiations will begin and an executed agreement will be presented at the May Commission meeting. Staff recommends approval of award.
On this motion, or this agenda item, I will recuse myself as my wife is involved. So I will not vote or discuss on this one. Is there a motion?
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve RFP-25-02, the request to approve award recommendation for RFP-25-02, the DWI program services to Serenity Counseling, the Roswell Refuge, DWI Prevention under Diane Taylor, and Wings for Life.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Wade. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
I just wanted to say, it's all good, except you need to change the heading on the,
On my letterhead?
On your
I
letterhead.
caught another one. Okay, yes, I'll make sure to get that updated. Sorry about that. The notice of award letters will be corrected. They'll go out tomorrow.
no biggie.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good, okay. Agenda item number 10, last one. Request to purchase 2 brush trucks for Berendo Volunteer Fire Department at a total cost of $675,000. Per the Chaves County replacement schedule, Berendo Volunteer Fire Department is due for replacement of 2 brush trucks. The purchase will be made cooperatively through an HGAC contract number FS 12-23 at a total cost of $675,000 for both units. Estimated completion time is 720 days. Fire Marshal has approved specifications. $236,000 will come from the replacement fund, and the remaining $439,000 will come from the fire fund balance. And staff recommends approval.
You have a motion?
Go ahead.
Chairman, I'd like to move to approve the request to purchase 2 brush trucks for the Brendel Volunteer Fire Department at a total cost of $675,000.00.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Corn. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Hold on. I was kind of curious about the warranty part of these trucks. Some of the add-on fixtures that they have on here, the main part of the warranty just covers the truck and kind of like a normal warranty on a car, whatever. But they've taken the radios and that sort of stuff and they're claiming it on, it would be our insurance part of it.
Mr. Chairman?
I was kind of needed some of that explained to me a little bit more. I mean, if we start adding a bunch of stuff on these trucks, and they should come fully equipped, but the electronic, the radios and that sort of stuff, they're not covered under the warranty.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I believe the way that this works, any upfitting charges or upfitting to the truck, so the basic truck is warranted under the manufacturer's warranty as if you bought a new pickup, whatever. Any upfitting charges, any upfitting components would be warranted by the provider of those upfitting things. And so like the radios would be warranted by Motorola or whoever's providing those radios to the maximum that they have. And so as far as during the warranty term, they would be covered, just wouldn't be covered under the general warranty of the vehicle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the pumps and that sort of stuff that's on there. They're not covered by the original warranty.
Correct, but the manufacturer of the pumps does warranty those because they usually buy ready to go. The upfitter, the company that's selling the truck, in this case I believe it's Chastang, they will call the manufacturer of the pump skid and they'll tell them what the specifications are, so they'll put it together with a certain engine and pump, and then they warranty that for whatever period of time that they give on that particular component. So it does have a warranty to it. It's just not in the main warranty.
Not in the main, okay. Yep, good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Thank you.
Great questions, thank you.
Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you.
Motion passes.
We get to see Alex again here.
Chairman, Commissioners, thank you again. Agenda item 11 is the 2025 Chaves County Annual Road Hearing Freeholders Report and Application Summary. Submitted in your packet are the freeholder reports reflecting their on-site viewing of the 2025 road applications. As a reminder, the public hearing for the submitted applications is April 17th, 2025. In accordance with the Chaves County Road Policy, the County Commission is required to view the roads after the public hearing. Staff would remind the County Commission at next month's meeting, they will be asked to reserve a day between April 22nd and April 25th to view the roads. Now, we probably don't want to do April 24th, as that's a Finance Committee meeting. So we might note that down. It is estimated to take half a day to review this year's road applications. And I don't believe there's an action to be made.
Do we have a motion? Or do you want to select a date first?
Accept the reports as is.
Accept the freeholder reports.
And I stand for any questions as well.
The motion would be to accept the freeholders report, then we can discuss a date.
I move we accept the 2024 annual road hearing freeholders reports. That'd be
2025.
Excuse me, I guess.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wade, second by Commissioner Corn. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
And then if you,
It says 2024 on here, but you're meaning 2025.
yes, 2025.
Do we need to select a date today?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gonna remind us of the dates?
I will.
Sounds like April 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, correct?
22nd, 23rd, or 25th.
22nd is a Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay. Any preference?
22nd or 23rd on mine, because the 25th is the game commission meeting in Roswell, the state game.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we have to advertise this for 3 days, and given the time of day it is now, we won't be able to get anything advertised until, trying to get my calendar in focus here.
So I believe
Yeah, April.
we're going to shoot for advertising.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sunday, March
So this is
30th.
yeah.
And then Sunday, April 6th. That additionally, that was in February's meeting. That was brought forth on the approving the road hearing schedule, kind of allowing us to advertise for that, so.
There we go.
I'm good any day, so you guys pick one.
Doesn't matter.
Ms. Darrow?
We've got what, 22nd you said?
22nd or 23rd?
22nd, because 23rd is the Joy Center meeting, and we need to be down there because we need to look at the facility. So I have the 22nd. Tuesday, the 22nd.
Everybody good with the 22nd?
Noted.
Okay.
April 22nd.
And that's Earth Day. That's a good Earth Day project.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I don't know if you knew, joined deputy to the Sheriff's Department today to present their item. Agenda item number 12 is the approval of the Law Enforcement Protection Fund. The Chaves County Sheriff's Office is eligible for a total of $253,000 for fiscal year 2026. The money will be used for the salaries for the K-9 officer and equipment, law enforcement apparatus, expenses associated with advanced training, and each of those are broken down by those components for a total of $253,000. Staff recommends approval.
Do we have a motion?
For 253?
$253,000.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the application for the LEPF for the amount of $253,000.
A second.
Motion by Commissioner Wade, second by Commissioner Perry. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Approval of checks?
Well, on the approval of checks, I'd like to make a motion to the approval of checks for $4,449,156.11.
Second.
We have a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Corn. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of reports.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, if I could say something real quick about the reports. We have a report that we don't normally have every month. We have the detention center visit. We're required to visit the detention facility at least once a year and report back on the conditions we find. I have here in the reports, I have the actual handout that Mr. Briscoe and his staff gave us, telling about the different areas of the jail and what their role is in running the jail. And then in the red, we've got the comments and the things that we noted in each of those areas, whether the temperature was appropriate, people seemed to be under control, things that needed repair, all those sorts of things. So I just wanted to point out that that is actually in this reports this time, and we will start doing it this way to assure that we have a document showing what we found, what we saw, and so just wanted to point that out, and I think that I've captured everyone's comments in the red areas. Thank you.
Chairman, I'd like to move to approve the approval of reports with, also with the commissioner's tour noted in there.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Corn. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unscheduled communications limited to 3 minutes. Have anyone that wishes to speak to the commission? Please come forward and give us your name and address.
My name is Deborah Hancock, and I live at 3204 West Bland. And I'm here speaking in regards to something I've noticed that we seem to be overlooking. I don't know. But in regards to the air show coming up, has anybody looked out in their yards lately? There is trash everywhere. And I believe that a couple years ago, the sheriff recommended that we keep the open containers at the landfill sites for the county, and they were removed. So people are dumping their trash out on the county. We have chairs, we have tables, we have couches, we have all kinds of trash. This place looks like the landfill, the whole county, because people who can't get to the city dump during the week take their stuff out at night and during the weekend and dump it in the county. We need to do something about this before the air show, because this looks really bad. I would recommend that somebody look into how we can solve this problem, because I like this county. I don't like it looking like a dump. And I recommend that somebody see what we can do about getting those containers back to the dump, or the dump sites that we have for the county, so that larger items like the chairs and the couches and refrigerators even are ending up all over. Please take this under consideration before the air show. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone online?
Can I ask a question?
No, you cannot ask a question, sir.
Brian, can I ask you a question or two?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Brian Hotellen, the Chaps County Flood Commission Superintendent.
So how's some of the flood detail coming along out north and out south and west? And
I'll start out north. The funds have been released on the Macho Draw project. We should be getting reimbursed for that soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. We've gotten NRCS funds approved to repair the dams that were damaged down south, the Zuber dams. Excuse me, I'm about to lose my voice. And the outlet channel. So we're looking for the matching funds currently, hoping something materializes at the legislature. We're still working through the FEMA process on everything else. Repairs are in process on Diversion 3 berm west of the airport. And we're staying in pretty close contact with the debris contractor on waterway cleanup, trying to assist them with contacting property owners and identifying more areas. We're still moving in the right direction, but long way to go.
Okay. Out there on the Brendo, right behind that hotel out there, I've had some complaints about that particular area right there. Us, the county dumping cement and it's getting on his field and blah, blah, blah. But right there behind that motel, you know, that Brendo makes that big turn. Is there a way, is it our responsibility on some of that brush in there, or is this the city's stuff, or right in behind that motel where that makes that big turn? Is there a way we could clean that up and get those nesters out of the bottom of the creek and that sort of stuff and make it more appealing to the guests that sleep in the motel because it's just out the back window?
I met with the debris contractor yesterday. They are going to work from, I don't know if you're familiar with Coronado Road, the low water crossing upstream from there, west of there. They're going to work to clean from Coronado Road down to our cutoff channel that we have that sort of cuts off some of that water from that oxbow you're talking about.
Yeah.
We're going to get in there and work from the cutoff channel and around the oxbow to the bridge on Main Street. But the debris contractor is going to work to clear brush and debris. And the gentleman you're speaking to about the complaints about the cement on his property has signed the right of entry form at this point. So the debris contractor is able to move forward with cleaning up in and around his area.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really realize how ugly it was behind that motel and everything, and I wouldn't want to stay in the thing and be looking out the back window, and I've got homeless people sleeping in tents a rock's throw from the window. But anyway,
I imagine it
and
looks
there's
similar.
just a lot of debris there. And those radio towers and stuff, they need to start cleaning up some of their stuff, and because their fences are down, and nobody's doing anything right there. So
The debris contractor is moving on the section they're going to take care of. We went and looked at it yesterday.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I think I'm good.
It sounds like the issue is twofold. The brush is cover and concealment. It also holds up the watershed, correct? So
Correct.
that's going to be completed by these three contractors here in the near future. Is that what you're saying?
The end of their contract is May 31st, if I'm not mistaken, and they're not going to extend it. So we're hoping they get as much done as possible by then.
By May 31st?
By May 31st, man, that's pretty quick. I don't know that they can.
Well, we know you're hustling, and we know there's a lot out there to do because of what
Yeah.
happened, so nobody's down on you. How are you as far as employees right now? Are you full up?
Oh, we're down one, positions advertised. Not a whole lot of applicants right now, but the position has been advertised in a different way, online now, so we're hoping to get that out to more people, more qualified applicants. We're doing pretty good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I would like to ask Louis if he could give us an update on the junkyard. Mr. Noriega, I had a call from him last week.
Chairman, Commissioners, Chairman, you're not the only one who received a phone call, as Commissioner Corn could tell you. We are going to address his property starting on Monday. We have RT Towing, who is going to be assisting us. We had to wait till the 24th, working with RT Towing, because they are in a normal rotation with either the Sheriff's Department or the city. That is the 1 week when they're not on rotation with either one, with state, county, or city. And so they're going to give us their full service of drivers, including large trucks and small trucks, to address this property all at once. In the meantime, we are going to be, I'll work with Anna on trying to get a contractor to begin the demo of some of the one of the manufacturing homes that's on the property that's near the property line of Rudy's Towing that was affected by the fire 2 years ago, and for which he was responsible for removing and with no success. So in the meantime, we've received other information from him that we're handling administratively. So, but yes, we will address his, along with another property that is near United Drilling that we received, and we have dealt with, I shouldn't say we dealt with, we've addressed. The property ownership has changed. I just spoke with my assistant planner on that, and so we have found the new property owner. For that, we will ask the Sheriff's Department and Animal Control to assist us on that mess, basically.
Perfect.
Concerning the lady who did speak earlier, normally when we have those kind of illegal dumpings, we have to address the property owner. So we always suggest to the property owner that they secure their site to prevent any kind of illegal dumping on their land. So in the meantime, we will work and continue to work with the Sheriff's Department to try to find these individuals that are doing this, along with the neighbors who help us tremendously in reporting these actions that are going on in various places. So we make contact with the neighbors. Usually they begin watching for us.
Thank you.
Could I get you to give me a physical address of Noriega's Outfits where I can?
6217 Devonian Street. 6217 Devonian Street.
Just look for the pile of cars.
Just look for a pile. Okay. Well, I just needed a physical address. The other thing on some of this trash, as pertaining to what the lady was saying there, is there something that we can come up with that would, like if we paid an individual so much a pound or something to take trash to the dump?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, unfortunately, the anti-donation clause in the state constitution does not allow us to do anything on private property outside of like an emergency action when we had the flooding and stuff. We have done some things on private property with the right of entry forms that were discussed a little bit earlier. We can't just go onto someone's property and do it because then it's kind of a snowball effect. We can only do things on public property if it's in the bar ditches, whatever, we get out there quickly, yes, so.
No, and I understand that part of it. What I'm getting at is, like the landowner himself, if we're not talking metal, we're talking trash. Give the landowner some kind of incentive to clean up his dang property, at the landfill or.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, no, again, that violates anti-donation.
Okay.
We have had initiatives in the past where an area gets so bad that we bring a crew out there. If they can get it to the ditch where it's public property, then we've cleaned it up from that area, but we have no way to pay anyone to do anything on their private property or any authority to go onto their private property and clean, regardless where it came from, even if it's illegally dumped or not. We can't do that.
Well, and maybe something through the air show or something.
Yeah, there could be potentially any number of private entities that could do that, but we as a county government cannot.
Okay.
So can I ask a question? So I guess Ms. Hancock stated earlier that we used to have some dumpsters around that we don't anymore. Is that correct?
That's correct. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we made the decision to remove the open-top dumpsters from the compactor sites. We've enhanced all the compactor sites. No one is supposed to be bringing refrigerators, dead cows, logs, any of this stuff to the county sites. They are only for household trash. Bagged household trash actually is what they're for. And with an open-top container there, people throw stuff, then when the wind blows, it blows all over the place. We also have people go out and get into the open-top containers to see what they can scrounge and throw stuff out on the ground. So several years ago, we made the decision to enhance the ability to compact the trash. The other part of this is the cost of disposing of the trash. Open-top containers cost us much more to dispose of the trash than they do if it's compacted into, you can get 3 times the amount of garbage in a compactor than you can, or maybe more than that. I'm just popping off. So that's why we've eliminated the open tops, except from time to time when we know there's going to be a long weekend, things like that, where trash tends to get piled up. People tend to come out and start throwing stuff out. At those points, we will take an open top and place it at those stations so that there is an alternative for people. But as far as a regularly, routinely having open top containers, we don't do that because we found that it actually creates a bigger problem than having the compactors on site. It doesn't alleviate the problems with the community that doesn't care and goes and throws things out on people's property. We have no control over that. Fortunately, we do have a sheriff that is trying to locate those individuals and tries to keep that at bay as best possible.
So if somebody reports an illegal dumping out on private property and they report it to the sheriff, do we go pick that up? Or is it up
We
to
do
the
not pick it up on private property. The sheriff does whatever investigation they can do. Sometimes they're successful, sometimes they're not. We have put up cameras at all the compactor sites to try to catch the offenders that are throwing things out there that are inappropriate to be thrown out there. We've had people, light them on fire. I believe there was at least one body found at an open-top container site several years ago. So we try to monitor those and manage those as best we can.
Let me add, if you don't mind, Chairman, Commissioners, during the flood damage, after the flood damage, we did put out open tops at all our certified sites where the compactors are. And what we started to experience was that all the open tops were full of everything and the compactors were empty. And with kind of the guidelines and regulations going on now with separation of flood debris and regular household trash, it was very challenging. So we opted to pull them here recently. The open tops, that is. So compactor still functioning as is.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we do continue to try to enhance our abilities to pick up garbage throughout the county. We have plans to build some new sites. They aren't built yet, but we do have long-term plans and goals. There are four pickup sites throughout the county. We've got plans for at least 2 more, probably more than that, as money and time allows. Of course, this year we kind of got a little bit behind because of the additional duties we have with trying to take care of some of the other issues in the county because of the flooding. But we do have a plan and a goal to put one in down near Lake Arthur, between Lake Arthur and Hagerman, because there's no pickups down there. We are planning to put some on the west side of town. We are planning to enhance our ability to pick up stuff on the east side of town as well. So I think we've got 2 sites on the west side of town that we're looking at, if I'm not mistaken. But it's been a while since I personally have been involved in that planning. But we do intend to continue to enhance that. We do intend to continue to try to minimize the amount of garbage that's throughout the county. Unfortunately, open tops don't seem to be the answer to our question. Thank you.
Yes, would you like to make another comment? Please come forward.
Well, I would just like to recommend that you put it on your website.
Would you come to the microphone, please?
One of the things I've noticed, I'm Deborah Hancock again, by the way. The thing that I've noticed is the county, on their website for the trash disposal, does not have locations listed boldly for people to look at